Hey everyone, this is my reaction to the 12th and final episode of Sewayaki Kitsune no Senko-san. And last episode, our fox girl left. I don't know why. She just left. She didn't answer the phone. She went somewhere. She told Koenji she wouldn't be gone for long, but she's probably going to be longer than she let on. Probably going to still be gone by the time Nakano gets back, and he may have to end up going looking for her. And we still don't really know much about why she left, I don't think, but we may get some more answers here. Who knows? So let's just jump into it and see how he gets reunited with Senko. So 3, 2, 1, play. After we get through our animation and stuff, logos. And of course it's raining because it's a sad event. Yeah, a lot of good giving her our phone if she doesn't answer it. Mitaka. Who? You must have the wrong number. Goodbye. Can I really not take a 5-minute vacation without you people begging me to come back? Well, maybe you should work on that. Be a little bit less reliant on him. What would you do if he quit? Which you really should do. Get a better job. Like, or become a NEET. I guarantee you becoming a NEET would help with his dark miasma problem. Because that is a source of his stress. Oh, look at the little kitty cats. It's like playing with the backpack. It's adorable. Adorable. She's gonna ignore you again. Anyway, what was I saying before the cat distracted me? Oh yeah, the source of his stress is clearly the work, so no matter how much Senko gives him head pats and lap pillows and tail fluffing, the stress will the darkness will always come back because of that. He's worried about his fox girl because she's ignoring him and she's gone, although he doesn't know that part, but he knows she's ignoring him, so no telling what could have happened. But yeah, you better thank me for coming because it's probably cost me my fox girl. I guess we're not going to get an opening with this episode. Yeah, and when you walk to those doors, she's not gonna be there, so might be time to worry at that point. Koenji is pretty much your only hint about where she could have went, and that's not much to go on. All she knows is that she left somewhere of her own volition. And yeah, she's not gonna pop up and welcome you home because she's not there. So you're gonna have to have a welcome much more similar to what most people have, which is kind of just silence. Not look at a single one. That's the question, isn't it? And we know she like went to her spirity place, wherever like Sora hangs out. Yes, Koenji, that's where we have to go to get some clues. Well, I was kind of hoping she was over here having a sleepover slumber party pillow fight with Shiro, but oh well. No, she just kind of left while I was gone. I don't know what I did wrong. She just is gone. Did I fluff her tail too much? Did I not fluff her tail enough? Well, I know I sure couldn't. Yes, I'm sure people will be afraid of that. Okay, I'm glad she mentioned something before he left. Yeah, and that bit seemed to be a bit longer than she let on. So yeah, that was kind of a clue that something was a bit wrong there. Well, yeah, because she was leaving Nakano. Oh, well, that is something to worry about. At least they're probably together. Oh, damn, something must have happened if she's gonna... She's not here for that. Well, maybe they're watching it together at Sora's place. That's probably what they're doing. Yeah, she'll definitely be back for that. Oh, there's Shiro. See, she's fine. Is Senko with you? Sounds like it. Well, Nakano used to be able to, but these things were working out for Shiro. So she just came here to restock, I guess. And of course, to talk to her. What cup size you rocking? Yes, that thing. The two things. Yeah, about fluffing that tail. The proper technique. Well, anybody would be adorable if they got to fluff your tail. Well, there's a joke there somewhere. Well, like I said, as long as he has that job, I don't think it's gonna fully be taken care of. But it's not like any other job would be much different. I mean, that's just kind of the Japanese work culture, is to work yourself to death. I think Nakano would disagree. I know I wouldn't give up my fox girl without a fight if you tried to take her from me. So she didn't forget. That's good. Oh. Okay, my passion for anime is stronger than my fear of lightning, so you can't scare me. I was kind of hoping Shino would say that. Yeah, you've looked better. I mean, you've probably looked worse too, but... Oh yeah, we can't miss that. Let's get it. I missed you, Yoko. You're, like, third best fox girl on the show. And here we go. Oh no, he's packing some pretty hardcore weaponry. You know it's powerful because of the pink smoke behind it. Not messing around. But luckily she can fly, so... Like, hide behind a building so it hits them, and not you. Oh! Oh no! Yoko, are you okay? Should I, like, clap my hands or wave a glow stick to cheer you on and give you power? That's how it works with these, like, children anime, right? That voice kind of sounds like Kukumi there a little bit. Is that who voices her? Never really thought about it. She hasn't had a lot of lines in this show. Might look that up. I don't think she's on my anime list. But it sounded like Kukumi. Well, she has to protect the world, but it's nice that you're concerned about her, I guess. Razor Leaf. I don't think it was very effective. What's plan B, Yoko? Come on, go help her. She needs your help. Jump up there. She's not that much bigger than you are. I'm sure you could do the same thing. Is she actually gonna do it? Yeah, she actually managed to stop it. I knew you could do it, Yoko. You're truly the hero this world needs. I'm sure she's fine. It'd take more than that to bring down Yoko. Wow, he really did care about her. I don't blame her. I don't blame him. She was pretty great. Yeah, that just reminds you that your fox girl's gone. But I'm sure Yoko's okay. Don't worry me like that. Well, yeah, something bad happened. My fox girl left me. Doesn't get much worse than that. Well, that's nice, but I'd like you to watch me from inside my apartment. And it sounds a little weirder than I intended, but you know what I mean. Well, how are we supposed to do that when you're gone, Senko? Now I think we're finally gonna go out and look for her. Even though we don't know where to look, but she's gotta be somewhere. I don't think he's gonna get to the spirity realm that they hang out in by on foot, but they can try. Let's go over to random people. Hey, have you seen my fox girl? She has like fox ears and a fox tail. It's really fluffy. And she talks like an old lady, even though she looks pretty young and she's kind of small. And have you seen her? I'm looking for her. So, not much progress being made at all. Hopefully she'll just like descend from the sky into his arms. My cat laying under my desk with his foot on my foot. The helpful fox Senko-san, who's kind of gone, so not so helpful right now. Are you okay? That does look kind of bad. I didn't know fox girl demigods could just get hurt like that. But I guess this is when they met, her and the ancestor. So I guess that's where the affection stemmed from. The help in there. But, is there a bud coming? Yeah, so you just try again with the next generation. I don't want to see Senko like this. About breaks my heart. This is no time for a Frozen reference. But yes, I figured. I'm sure he will appreciate it, as considering he's running around town getting wet at the moment. I wouldn't call what you do selfish. I mean, kind of the opposite, but I guess it's a matter of perspective. Who do you think you are, my mother? You can't tell me what to do. Including the anime, unfortunately. Anime. Yeah, a lot of happy memories, huh? He really has no right to be miserable. I'm still waiting for my fox girl, but I guess we'll just have to keep waiting. I figured it would be my turn since she left him, but no. Apparently she's just gonna go back to him, he'll get to monopolize her. Which I guess is how it's meant to be. Well, the rain let up, so continuing with symbolism, that means the happiness should show up soon. In other words, Senko should show up soon. You know, when the sun comes out after the rain stops and the clouds separate. That sort of thing. She'll be back. Don't be don't be that way. And your footsteps? Yep. Those were the footsteps of those whatever you call those type of shoes. And yeah, she said she'd be back, and there she is, so... I guess you intended to be back before he was, but I guess that did not work out. Oof. What happened? I was looking all over for you. You said nothing to me about leaving. Could we send me a text message or something? You had a phone that you didn't even take with you. Don't know why I even gave it to you. And if I was him, I would just, like, pick her up and then hug her. And, like, not let go until we got home. That's just me. And you couldn't have brought the phone? Why, did you not get reception there? Is that your excuse? Yeah, can't have that. If we're low on sake, that's a matter of life or death. Yeah, she wouldn't forget about the Hanami. It's so hard to, like, properly say a Japanese word in the middle of an English sentence. Well, you seem to have a more positive view now. Well, I have bad news for you. The anime's over, so you have like maybe 3-ish more minutes to see before it's all over. But I guess if you're going to end off on something, this is a pretty good thing to end off on. I don't think you'll get reported. Well, just tell them that it's not actually sake she's drinking, it's water. She just wants to feel like an adult. Just say that. Well, that works too, I guess. The practical solution. But it is convenient that you can, so good job. It's pretty special. Oh, I would never hold back with you, Senko. I would make the fullest of having you in my life. Oh, I wanted to drink some of your spiritual energy. Damn, that is a nice spread. I would consume all of that. Happily. Of course, I would prefer to eat the food off of Senko herself, but that's fine as well. Wow, already a little bit drunk. And just now. Okay, Senko, you're, okay, I think drunk Senko could be pretty fun. Oh, lap pillow. Very abrupt lap pillow. I'd take that. Yeah, nothing to complain about here. Now this is how you experience this right here. It's not a bad view at all. That is the most VIP of VIP seats. People would pay the big bucks for a seat like that. Okay, if he's done with his lap pillow, can I have my turn? But yes, you are right. Well, when in doubt, that's a good thing to say. Yes? I still think he should be pretty damn thankful for what he has here. Well, I have that same problem, but nobody cares. But no, this is a very special occasion, so he better make the most of it. Shush, 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 don't worry about that right now. He really doesn't. I do, though, so just throw that out there. I guess so. Well, she's out. Hopefully the barrier still maintains when she's asleep. Otherwise, you know, there could be issues. But it probably does. No, but 12 episodes of being pampered probably has had an effect on you. Oh, well, okay, apparently the barrier is down or they got through it, one of the two. Yeah, it's a party now. I'm glad they can make it. But you didn't watch it while it aired, so now you're a filthy casual. Yay. I love how close they've gotten out. Is that a coin? What was that fell? Did she use payday? Is she a Meowth? Yeah, I knew she would be okay. She's all good. Yoko would never let us down. Well, you're more invested in that show than I am. I only got to see a little bit of it. You gotta love the people that come out here to, you know, Hanami and just to watch anime. It's great. That's how you know you're not a filthy normie when you do that. Yeah, I just stare lovingly into each other's eyes, I guess. Mufu mufu. You like it? I think he likes it. She just, there are their cats. Cat lady. Meanwhile, the, you know, fox lady. Oh, who are you? You weren't in the show before. What are you drawing over there? I thought it was a little bit of blush on her face. That got me curious. I love how she's just so short. She needs these things to step on. It's great. Whenever you see that, doesn't it make you want to like get down on your hands and knees and have her stand on your back as a stool? Or is that just me? It's probably just me. It's been a long day. I'm so glad to see you. But I guess it's over now. Okay. Well, that was the 12th and final episode of Sewayaki Kitsune no Senko-san. And yeah, the episode was more or less what I expected it to be. He found out that she was gone. He got concerned, wandered around for her. She eventually came back, and they reunited. And we had a nice little picnic type events with other characters. I mean, it's called the Hanami, you know, it's a flower viewing event. I think is usually how it's translated. I don't think they actually translated it in this episode, but I didn't pay attention either way. Because I usually do that with Japanese words that I actually know, and usually just don't. The English translation doesn't register with me sometimes. I've kind of unintentionally kind of done that to myself, but anyway, that's what it was. They had fun there at the very end of the episode, and it was great. We got to also not only did we see the last episode of this anime, but the characters in the anime got to see the last episode of Miss Yoko. What was the show called? Something like that. It's basically a show that's similar to this show, you know, getting really meta. Like Fox Girl Animeception or something like that. But yeah, Shiro was looking forward to that, but she was gone, so that was one reason to be worried, because why? Shiro. Did I say Senko before? I meant Shiro if I did. Shiro was really looking forward to that anime, and she was gone, so it was very worrying. And Senko was gone too, and you could usually just assume they were together, and that was a correct assumption because they were together. And apparently Senko left to restock on sake and something else, some food. And also to talk to Sora about stuff. And that's what led us to finding out the full story in regards to why Senko wants to, you know, spoil, pamper Nakano so much. I mean, there was no big revelation there. It was pretty obvious what the situation was. She felt indebted to one of his ancestors because of something that happened, and as a result, you know, still trying to pay that back. So that was pretty obvious, but we got to find a little bit of details on it, which was just like she fell and scratched her knee. Why don't we get a bunch of pop-ups? That's a little bit weird. Anyway, yeah, just I guess demigod fox girls can hurt themselves, can scrape their knees like anyone else. I guess that's a thing, but I don't know. That was a little bit weird, but I guess it's just a thing that can happen. And they also talked about how she couldn't like completely get rid of his, you know, darkness and all that. And I pretty much said what I think the reason is why that's the case. I don't think they really contradicted that, honestly. But I mean, I don't know if they came to much of a conclusion at all with that conversation beyond Senko just being like, you know what, I don't care about any of that stuff. I'm just gonna pamper him because it's what I want to do. I think that's really what it just came down to. So, and you know, fair enough. She's a big girl, sort of. She can make her own decisions, and she wants to pamper Nakano, who has, over the course of the show, gotten more and more used to the idea of accepting that. You know, for me personally, I would have been much more willing to accept it on day one, minute one, second one of when she appeared in my house. Like, I wouldn't have tried to kick her out or anything. I would have just fully embraced anything she wanted to do for me, really. So, Nakano and I are a little bit different in that regard. But anyway, that was the episode. And I think there's everything to say on the episode itself, so I guess I'll talk about the overall anime as a whole. Now, this is one of the shows I was looking forward to the most in this anime season. It was by Studio Doga Kobo, so I had a pretty good feeling that I would really like it, because Studio Doga Kobo have made a lot of anime that I've really enjoyed, and next season they're making this dumbbell lifting anime, which I'm watching that, of course. Yeah, I don't expect it to. I'm not really sure what to expect from that. You know, just girls lifting weights. Like how. I mean, Doga Kobo works their, you know, their magic pretty well. But is it going to be like a cute girl slice of life anime, or is it going to be more of a sports anime type deal? I don't know. I'm a little bit curious what we'll get with that. But I'm sure I'll enjoy it either way. But anyway, that was the reason why I was looking forward to this anime. Well, part of the reason. But the other part of the reason is just because the premise, you know, cute fox girl suddenly appears into this guy's life to make his life much better. And I think most of us could relate to wanting that sort of situation, and you can just kind of experience it vicariously through him. You know, that's kind of the idea, I guess. However, that's the idea. However, and I'm usually pretty good at doing that, but with this show, for some reason, I couldn't help but feel very jealous. Like, usually I'm better at self-inserting than that, to where I can, like, feel the happiness that he is getting. But for some reason, I'm just like, no, just you go away. I want her to come into my apartment. Like, I don't know. For some reason with the show, I kind of struggled with that a little bit. The more I watched him be happy with her, the more I was like, no, stop it. She needs to make me happy. You know. I tried to fight against that as best I could, but I couldn't stop thinking that a lot of the time. But, you know, I do try to be happy for him, you know, and all that. But, yeah, Senko herself was a great character. I liked her a lot. Obviously very small and cute, and very willing to please our protagonist here. and she's just good at cooking and good at everything that you'd ever want a waifu to be good at, really. So she was definitely a keeper. And then we got another fox girl, Shiro, who was really great as well. I liked Shiro a lot. I liked her character design better, and she, you know, likes anime and video games and stuff like that. So I personally liked her a little bit better as a result of some of that stuff, and also because, well, Senko really came across as like an old lady because of the way she talks and stuff like that, which was less the case with Shiro, you know, partly because she just seemed more energetic in general, you know, more playful, more childish, whereas Senko, yeah, definitely came across as much more mature, which is fine. It just comes down to personal preference, really. I know plenty of people, they preferred Senko, and that's fine. That's fine. I'm just saying how it is for me. And Sora, you know, Sora was, she was okay. I mean, she was there in the show. She's definitely not my preferred type of character, really. But again, I know that's the case. Plenty of people, I'm sure she is their favorite. But she didn't really get a whole lot of screen time or relevance, because she didn't find a human to live with, basically. So that's why she's different from the other two. She's also a lot older. It comes across as a lot wiser and all that. But she never really was much of an active participant in the show. She was mostly just an observer. So that's kind of what her role in the show has been. But yeah, overall the show was just a very fun, relaxing type of experience, really. You know? And I really did love the Super Senko times at the end of the episode, because that kind of gave me what I would have wanted in the show, like for the entire show. That sort of first-person POV perspective, where the character just talks to you and you can fully self-insert as being the protagonist, because she's literally talking to you. So I would have liked that for the whole show, like what anime like One Room does. I loved One Room a lot because of that. There's obviously a lot of limitations to doing that kind of anime, because it's obviously very hard to have the protagonist communicate with the girl when you do that. It's just a very awkward thing of having to do that. So you have to keep the dialogue from your perspective to an absolute minimum when you do that type of anime. But as long as you can do that fairly smoothly, I think that's a very enjoyable type of anime, even if it's obviously pretty limited on what you can do with it. So I would have liked more of that. I would have liked that to be the type of show this is, but I still enjoyed the show for what it was, even if I couldn't help but think it would be better like that. You know, especially because it did give me a taste of that at the end of episodes, which I certainly appreciated, at least getting that much. Quite a bit. So, what else is there really talking about with this show? I mean, Koen, she wasn't a fox girl, but I still liked her a lot. She was pretty great. She was, like a mangaka. She, you know, she was that type of character. She mostly keeps to herself in her own apartment, doesn't exactly go and socialize a whole lot. Just kind of hangs out with the protagonist every once in a while, you know, like with that Hanami thing at the end there, which was a lot of fun. And of course the beach episode, like once in a while she'd come out and hang out with us, but mostly she just kind of in her apartment working hard, hanging out with Shiro. And that's one thing I'm also glad the show delivered on was the Shiro living with Koenji thing, because I think really early on, I don't remember exactly at what point I started bringing this up, but at some point I was like, you know, Shiro, you definitely live with Koenji, because that would be great if that could happen. And then they pretty much like made that happen for the most part. Like, I don't know if she, like, straight up lived with her or not, but she spent a lot of time there, at the very least, you know, watched anime, play video games, so I pretty much got what I wanted from that. I mean, I would have liked to watch a scene of the two of them sleeping in a bed together. That would have been nice, but I'm happy with what we got there. I'm glad we got as much as we did between Shiro and Koenji. That they do have a pretty good relationship by the end of the anime. By the end of the anime ending, they had a pretty good relationship, which I liked a lot. And just there's been a lot of really fun little bits throughout the show. You know, Senko being silly, struggling with the technology, struggling with even a pair of scissors, and all that good stuff. And also the running gag of Koenji thinking they're just like cosplayers and stuff. That was pretty funny, especially when she called Shiro a Chuni. That was especially great. You know, Chunibyo. I don't know. I was like, yeah, so use my fire to cook. It's like, yeah, just good job, Shiro. Whatever you say. Like, I love that a lot. I just love in general the mental gymnastics that Koenji went through to rationalize everything. Like, oh yeah, this is just, you know, this is all normal cosplayer stuff. Nothing supernatural going on here. Like, I just love how she just never got what was going on there. Like, at any point, even after being kidnapped and brought into this magical, spiritual area beach. You know, she's always like, yeah, well, I'm not sure how I got here, but let's have fun, guys. You know, like, oh, we got a bunch of food out of nowhere. Not sure how that happened either, but let's have fun, guys. I always got a bit of a kick out of that. So that running thing was pretty enjoyable to me. But yeah, the best thing about the show is just how relaxing and calm and soothing of a show that it was, you know. Especially like DED, especially because the DED is basically what, Senko just sleeping the whole time, so I don't know, that's kind of what I liked about the anime. And yeah, even I guess my overall takeaway is that even though I would have made some changes to it personally to make it, you know, more enjoyable to me, I still quite enjoyed what we did get quite a bit, and I'm glad I watched it, and it's still like in my top 5 of the anime of the season, and I hope that there's more someday, because if there is, I will certainly watch it. So, and next season is beginning soon, and I of course will watch some new shows then. So if you liked my reactions to this series, like if you got to this point, you probably like my reactions at least a little bit, so I'm going to continue to watch anime. Like I said, from the same studio, the dumbbell lifting anime, from the same studio, I'll watch that as well. So if you're a big fan of Doga Kobo like I am, maybe you'll want to watch that one as well. Or some other anime I'm reacting to. I don't remember off the top of my head everything I'm watching for next season. But I am watching, you know, at least a few shows, at least half a dozen new shows from next season. So yeah, you may want to stick around for that if you want to. So yeah. Thank you for watching, and a special thanks to Cnouki for supporting the channel. If you enjoyed this video, I hope you consider clicking the like button and leaving a comment, because that's a great and easy way to let me know that people want more. If you want to do something big to help the channel, you can support me on Patreon and get nice benefits like early access to certain videos. See you next time.